for the month of July, I recorded everything that I bought, everything that I did, all in this Excel sheet. So I want to show you just how much it costs living here in Jaipur, where I currently am. So a little background is there are two of us. There's Pooja, my girlfriend, and then myself. The reason I picked the second month of living here in India is because the first month we're kind of learning the area. We're going extra places that we didn't really need to do, extra expenses, buying stuff for the house. And so what we did is from July 1st to July 31st, we recorded every single transaction, which we had 111 of them, as you can see. And what a transaction was, anytime we bought something, anytime we went somewhere, anytime we did something, we would record it here. And so we broke those down into 6 different categories: eating out, transportation, groceries, shopping, entertainment, and rent. And then we classified that and got all of the expenses that we had for each of these categories. So from here in this graph, you can see that eating out was our biggest expenditure. We usually go out to eat maybe 2 to 3 times per week. We like to go to a cafe, restaurant, spend the entire day there working, everything like that. So that is why that is so big. Also, it includes like doing food apps like Zomato or Swiggy to get food delivered to the house. We don't really have a kitchen here, so we like to either eat out or order food, and that's why our groceries is just so small. We didn't spend a lot. Noodles, Maggies, different small sandwiches and stuff like that. Very small snacks is what we usually eat at the house. So eating out was our biggest at 38% of our entire monthly budget. The next was rent. So we pay 16,000 INR for our apartment. And then on top of that, we had to pay electricity as well. So that's where you get this extra, what is that, 1,950. Our next biggest one was shopping. So the shopping category included anything that wasn't really edible. So clothes, buying things for the house, books, we even got our shoes repaired. So anything like that was broken up into the shopping one. And then entertainment and transportation. So these kind of go together. The reason entertainment is so small is, like I was saying, the first month we were living here, we went to a lot of these heritage sites, Hawa Mahal and Amar Fort and all these other places. So we went there and then we spent the amount to get for the ticket and everything. But the second month, we didn't go to these places. We looked from the outside. We went to bazaars. We went to a lot of traditional restaurants, and kind of that was our entertainment. So another thing was when we were going to these entertainment places, these heritage sites and stuff like that, it was mostly transportation and eating out, like I said. And then up here, you can see exactly how much we spent. So like I said, eating out, we really, really enjoy doing that. Obviously, that was a big percentage of our budget. So we spent almost 20,000 INR, which was roughly 234 USD. The next one was rent, which was at the 18,000 mark, which was 216. So that makes up the majority, what is it, 72, 73% of our entire budget is just right there. But overall, we spent with rent, we spent 614 USD. 51,000 INR, and then without rent, just to give you an idea of the budget that we were spending outside of the house, or for ourselves, not including that stuff, was $400, 33,000 INR. Broken down even further, we had a budget of about 8,250 INR per week, or about $100 per week, and then finally a 1,066 INR budget for one day. And this was all at the current rate of August 14th, and it was 1 USD to 83.01 INR. So we actually were shooting for around 1,000 per day INR budget. We were trying to stay within 30,000. Just because we are budget travelers, we like to save our money. And one way that we're able to do this is like budgeting like this, for one, and then two, also we typically stay in places for a longer period of time. We don't rush to go see all the heritage sites, all the activities and things like that. So we are able to have this smaller budget of 1,000 per day. By no means do you have to spend that much. I think even if you're a single traveler, for instance, you can spend probably half of this or even less if you really, really wanted to budget. Or as a couple, you could easily go under this if you are cooking more at home. If you want to make most of your meals, prepare most of your meals at home. It's just we don't have the kitchen, like I said. So if we had a kitchen, we would probably eat here more, and then we would have probably a better diet as well, so and save a lot of money. So yeah, overall I think we did pretty good with our budget. This would probably be a typical budget for a lot of different places in India. even, especially if you go to even a smaller place, Jaipur is probably like a tier 2 city here. If you go to even a smaller city, you could probably save even more money, especially on rent and stuff like that. We are paying quite a bit for just a one bedroom, bathroom, and kind of like a semi-kitchen kind of setup. The other thing I should mention is for transportation, we only went in Uber. And the majority of the time we did go in autos, so we were able to save a lot of money that way. We didn't go in taxis very often unless the distance was really, really far. We stuck to autos, which saved us a lot of money. We avoided bartering for autos. We found that people usually just quote us a ridiculously high amount. We are foreigners and they can see that instantly, so we usually just avoid that and go straight to Uber. I know we probably get overcharged with Uber a little bit as well, but it's still much easier. So this was an entire budget for a month. If this was something that's helpful for you, let me know. If this was something you would like more of, just comment and let me know, because we did go on a 3-day Jaipur tour last week when our friend came to visit. So we have the entire budget for that. How much you might expect to expend on a 3 or a 5-day short sprint trip through Jaipur. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully this helps you budget and cost of living while you're traveling in India. Yeah, as always, thanks. Bye.